Welcome back to Potty Mouth Reacts. This is possibly the greatest comedy film ever made in the history of cinema. Tropic Thunder.
Wow, that's how strongly you feel about it, huh?
This is
okay.
The banger of bangers. In 2007, comedy movies still made money. The film budget, it was $92 million, but it grossed $195 million at the box office.
Okay, so it doubled its
doubled it at the box office. We're not even talking about 2007 where like DVDs
that's right.
What came into play.
I know probably went crazy on DVDs.
Yes. You've never seen this movie.
No, I have no idea what's to come. Here's what I know. Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
In a crazy role. Fake trailers.
Tons of them.
RDJ in blackface. Everybody knows that. That's about as much as I know.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you, and I'm not going to spoil anything for the audience. Shout out to the YouTube gods. We've got to fight to get this video not blocked. Recipe Susan Sarandon. Let's go.
Okay.
Brandon T. Jackson doing a Lil Wayne impression.
Yeah.
Nelly type beat. Scorch.
When it happened again, the world called on him once more.
Oh, wow. Immediately aging very well.
Yeah, immediately.
Again.
And now it's Ice Age.
Ice Age.
It's different.
What's up with the babies? They don't grow? How about the fucking baby's not grown older yet?
Scorcher 6. Global Meltdown.
That's a good title right there. I will watch that.
Will there be anything else?
Oh, yes, my dear.
Oh my God. Wait, is this White Norbit?
I think it's with the parody.
Yo, why they don't do this anymore? This is good satire.
Satire is a lost art.
It really is. Is this like the last good satire?
Might be.
This is 2007. Oh my God. Oh wow.
This is like Oscar baity movies.
Yeah.
And to be condemned.
This is literally RDJ after he did Iron Man. He was like, let me go do Oppenheimer. Let me go be gay.
Oh wow, DreamWorks. Is this the actual movie now?
Imagine watching this in theaters for the first time.
Yeah.
And thinking like, oh,
it's still more trailers from like,
yeah.
Because they show trailers before the movie. So you think, oh, it's just trailers.
It's more trailers.
That's actually a genius, yeah.
It's a great strategy.
It is. It is.
Of the 10 men sent, 4 returned. Of those 4, 3 wrote books about what happened.
You know, those three, 2 were published. It was 1. I don't know.
2,
that's
one got a movie deal. This is the story of the man who attempted to make that movie.
What?
The man who attempted to make that movie.
Oh, that just fucked me up because I thought we were in the movie, but that. Oh, this is fucking me up already.
This
is
come on, bro.
No, the layers of it already are fucking with me.
Listen, you serious fuck! You calling that snake and Nate and get us some bum now!
They don't put Jack Black in shit no more, yo.
He's only in kids movies now.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
That's just how Boots got his Jew ass killed. And Meatball's steak old ass bought the 6x3 bomb. Now get your ass over to Huey before Stone-Patrons hit your hot hole!
Yeah.
Yo, Robert Downey Jr.
No, he's
like cooking as a black man, yo. That's why this movie's so fucking funny. Because for like 7 years of my life, I did not realize that was Iron Man, dog. I swear to God. For dinner half of my life knowing this movie existed, I did not realize it was fucking Iron Man.
Yeah.
Hold on, Molly!
I mean, I see the budget.
There was definitely a budget.
I see the 92 mil. Because even as a joke, this is still real shit they're doing.
Is. You can't cry.
Sorry, can we cut? Damien, what's the dealie, dude? Are we gonna blow this tree line or what?
Oh shit!
It was not a 2000s comedy
without Danny McBride.
Without Danny McBride.
That's right.
It just could. It didn't exist.
Everyone, please shut up. The Jets are coming.
Bill Hader.
Oh, this shit had everybody.
It was not a 2000 comedy.
Yeah, without
Bill Hader.
You see how agitated he is now? I know. Let's make lemonade.
Now what I'm curious about is when are they gonna acknowledge he's being a black man? Unless the whole movie He's just a black man.
Yeah.
Like, unless he is seriously a black man or it's a joke within the movie. I don't know yet. I don't know.
The brilliant Australian, known for his bad boy antics off-screen, is famous for his total immersion into any role he portrays.
Okay, there we go.
Being an actor is no different than being a rugby player, a construction worker, save for the fact that my tools are the mechanisms that trigger human emotion.
You tell me this can be Doom.
Come on, yo.
You tell me that's not Doom.
Yo. You telling me he couldn't do that, bro? Look,
Sergeant Lincoln Osiris.
he went and got surgery.
Trying to hold his own on-screen Kirk, his action juggernaut tugs.
Oh, he did. Oh.
He got black skin surgery.
I ain't got a good brain.
You've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
They can't do that today.
They do.
Oh, fuck.
You limey fuck! Shit the money bed, my friend.
What? God damn it, Damien! Jungle? What?
Fuck the jungle.
Exactly! Come on!
Just so he can look good to his boss.
Right.
I'll be on the next net jet out of here, baby. You feel me? Feel that? Yeah. Here comes another. Oh, there we go.
Were there any black writers on this movie?
I'm not sure.
I feel like there must have.
Cause it feels authentic.
Yeah.
Or maybe RDJ just that fucking good.
I mean, it might be. That shit might be all improv.
He might just go in there and be like, I know black people.
Yo, that would be so fire.
That's what this film feel like to me.
He did no prep. He's like, I know him.
Yo, I know niggas.
Eminem!
Yo, I haven't eaten M&M's in a while.
You want M&M's now? Like,
yeah, it's been a while. They're pretty good.
Did that product placement just work on you?
It did. I'm the advertiser's dream customer.
Really? I haven't M&M's in a while.
I did act like a fucking like NPC.
That was crazy.
Like I just read out a script.
Yeah, like it worked.
M&M's.
I haven't had M&M's in a while. And that's the exact emotion they wanted to happen, and it happened.
Let's go and make the greatest war movie ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I haven't seen this movie.
That catching you off guard is so fucking funny.
Bro, I was literally about to say, someone is definitely dying. I was literally about to say that. You know what it is? I just realized what's going on. There's no more mean-spirited movies anymore.
What you mean?
That is funny, but it's also fucked up because he died.
Right.
But the joke is that he died. But that's me because, like, why would you want a character to die? You can find comedy in other ways other than killing a guy. That's messed up.
Fuck that.
That's what I mean. That's a mean-spirited joke, but that's funny. And I don't think there is comedy like that anymore.
No. The funniest part about this comedy is that they truly believe that this is still a movie.
Here we go. Ah, it must be an old French mine. It's a remnant from colonial Indochina. This jungle.
Oh,
must be
this is
full of
okay. I see why you call this the greatest comedy movie of all time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He ain't playing God. He's God's spy.
Yo, he's funny as shit because sometimes he's just mumbling. He's just doing that.
They have no fear of death. It's a real militia.
I was about to say, yeah, so they are real. Did they know? I don't think they knew, right? That there was a real militia.
No, they did not scout this area enough.
I don't know what it's called.
There is two characters in this film that just mumble.
Yeah. That's
It's
what I'm
him
saying.
and
Yeah,
RDJ.
that's what I'm trying to say. You know what's funny? I feel like this movie gets used as an example of like when people want to complain about the woke mob or like cancel culture shit like that.
Mhm.
This movie gets used, and I think it kind of cheapens how good this movie actually is.
It is. Because the movie isn't like some tirade against the woke culture of the left.
Yeah.
It's just a movie of its time.
Yeah.
Where we were a less sensitive society.
Yeah.
So while they write, the movie couldn't get made today for sure. Like Robert Downey Jr. could not do backflips today, 1,000%.
Nah.
But the movie is not about Robert Downey Jr. being in backflips. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's a movie about making a movie where one of the characters just so happens to be an insane actor who got blackface for a role.
Yeah.
I just did the work. Watched a lot of retarded people. Spent time with them, observed them.
Watched all the retarded stuff they did.
Yo, this is actually funnier now than it probably was back then.
Because they not even saying it like trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
And we're just how niggas talk.
Yeah.
We just didn't see a problem with the word in 2007.
No.
That's why.
But it actually makes it funnier.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Also, the thing about like a good comedy is that the actors or the characters take themselves very serious.
Yes.
That's what's funny.
Exactly.
To them, nothing is a joke, but they're so ridiculous that we find it funny.
Especially this RDJ character.
Never go for a retard. Let us go one way and the numbers another. I'm just, dude, I got your back, man.
Well, I'm cool. All right.
You are cool.
Yeah, but
Is your character dyslexic?
The character's not
So
just
you a cartographer.
You a cartographer. Great line.
This nigga.
There's so many great lines in this movie. I wonder if people were actually mad at the time.
What you mean at the
Like black people?
No.
I don't know.
Four. My dad loves this movie.
Yeah.
Black people we've never once been mad at this movie.
So, because it's so good, because he just did
it's
it
just
so well.
funny. It's just funny.
I would love to have been in a movie theater in 2007 for the people who are like, "Who's this? Who's this? This actor? I've never seen him before."
Telling you, that's what a lot of.
I'm sure it did, but that's why I would love to see that reaction.
Tell him, McCluskey. Tell him what time it is.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Nah, bro. No.
What do you mean, you people?
Yo, nah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Noodle some crawfish out the patty, yo.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe some crab apples for dessert now, yeah? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Ha. That's how we all talk. We all talk like this, huh? Yes, sir. Ha. Yeah, get some crawfish and some ribs. Ha. Yeah. You're Australian. Be Australian. Excuse me, Kangaroo Jack.
Brandon T. Jackson. It wasn't the 2000 movies without Brandon T. Jackson. It wasn't. This is just
that's true. Yeah,
it wasn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Brandon T. Jackson was in mad shit in 2009.
What was the last thing you was in? I gotta look this up.
Brandon T. Jackson don't be in shit no more.
You about to cross some fucking lines.
You know what? Fuck that, man. I'm sick of this koala hugging nigga telling me.
For 400 years, that word has kept us down.
What the fuck?
I was wondering if he was ever gonna say it.
No, I don't think he says it in the movie.
I think but that's a funny way to get around it.
Yeah.
Like to still be like, I'm being authentic, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, the word.
Yeah, I'm not.
It held us down.
See that again.
Don't hurt me.
No, like you did before. Say it. What? Say it.
Please don't hurt me.
Uh-huh.
Been done, Jack. You sure been done, Jack.
You've been doing Jack.
Sure been done, Jack.
That's so fucking funny. You know what's crazy? That's way more fucked up than the blackface.
Way more fucked up.
Simple Jack shit is way more fucked up. I don't hear nobody talking about that one.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
Dick cheese.
Do your thing, skin the fucking bastard. Go to town, man. Go to town. No. In the meantime, and as usual, go fuck yourself. No. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
The claps is crazy. Everybody cheering. It's so fucking crazy. Similar career choice for Tom Cruise, because this was after he went crazy on Oprah's couch.
Yes.
And his public perception was all time low.
It was.
And him doing this is almost him making fun of himself.
It is.
Which is so funny. This was rehabilitation for like multiple actors.
That's so funny that this film is dead.
Yeah.
You know those jelly beans I was eating? Well, they weren't jelly beans.
So far, the part that's not working the best for me is Jack Black's character. I'm not loving his, like, he was funny like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It just kind of goes on for too long and there's nothing new at it.
He's just a drug addict.
Yeah, he's just
That's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
He has the least depth. Because
Exactly.
Jay Baruchel character is kind of like the straight man of
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yes.
and then you have fucking Robert Downey Jr. being
a black man,
which they gave him multiple people to play off of because before Ben Stiller left, it was like this weird competition.
It was,
Who
yeah,
the
yeah.
best actor. Now it's him and Brandon T. Jackson being like, yeah, you're not black.
Yeah.
Which is, but that's really good, like, character work.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't done none of that with Jack Black's character. So
Maybe y'all heard of me. Y'all heard of Al Pacino? No? I love that pussy, hell yeah, hell yeah.
I love that pussy, hell yeah, hell yeah.
sounds like a 4-Bat song.
They do. It do.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. What? You dudes don't know what dude he is.
What is he saying? Bro, 60% of his dialogue is unintelligible.
It's just up the
Sergeant Lincoln, Luther.
Oh my God.
We gotta roll out.
No, what am I?
Nah, I'm not.
Neither am I.
Also, he's not Australian either.
No.
So even that is like
I'm a dude that's playing
a
a
dude playing
playing
another dude.
Look. This shit is so dramatic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This wasn't this the scene that they were shooting.
Kind of like the opening scene.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, all right, yo.
It's frustrating.
Let's wrap it up. Just like, come on, dog. Let's wrap this movie up. This shit didn't have to be 2 hours. Why are we still doing
It
this?
did not have to be 2 hours. No.
That's the third time that the kid pulls up with the fucking bazooka.
Yeah.
What? What?
Oh, shit!
I know it's a comedy, but it's ironic when the real life is crazier than the fake movie that we're shooting.
Right.
With throwing the fucking suitcase and that, stopping the... It's wild.
And the Oscar goes to
Tut Speedman. Tropic Blonde, the true story behind the making of the most expensive fake.
Right. The movie based on the making of the movie.
Yep.
It's
Tropic
crazy.
Blunder.
Boyfriend. I thought we were gonna make them kiss. It's too edgy for 2007.
2007, no, that wasn't happening. 2007.
Too inclusive for 2007.
Way too inclusive.
Heads up! Heads up!
This being the funniest shit of white people, where this being the culture in 2007, be like, yo, that's the funniest shit
Yo,
you can
white
do.
people appropriating hip hop.
Yeah, just a white man just dancing to hip hop. Isn't that hilarious?
Isn't that comedy? And they're not wrong. It is comedy, to be fair.
That was very funny.
Generational comedy.
The only negative thing is it goes on too long.
The movie did not have to be 2 hours, obviously.
Yeah, it didn't. And like you could have shaved like 15 to 20, maybe even 30. I don't know. But it kind of fumbled a little bit of the was like, oh, they're because I think the whole thing at the end, like, I'm realizing who I am.
Yeah.
That kind of felt okay.
It felt flat a little bit.
Yeah, and the same thing with Ben Stiller's character. But I get it. They're still trying to make a good movie, so you need some sort of resolution. It didn't work, but that's not what you come for this movie for.
No, but I do
you come
think
to this for RDJ.
When you look at this movie in its totality, I think that it falls off a cliff at the end.
It does.
I don't think Ben Stiller knew how to end this shit, and it's obvious.
Yeah,
because this whole movie had been an action movie a little bit. Like they had big action set pieces.
Yeah.
So I think in his head he was like, "Oh, this has to end
like an action."
Yeah, how action movies usually end with big set pieces.
Yeah, right.
But it didn't need that at all.
Nah, you didn't need like the kid with the bazooka and throwing the briefcase.
Dude, he did it twice.
Yeah, and Matthew McConaughey all of a sudden being there. By the way, that's one of the funniest moments of movies ever because Matthew McConaughey was only in Vietnam to throw the fucking TiVo
to give him
just so it blocked the shit. Like they didn't even show him even making his way to Vietnam. No. He just all of a sudden, oh shit, he's in Vietnam with a TiVo.
Last time we checked, he was going to get the plane.
Yeah, exactly. And then we don't see him, and then comes back. He's just randomly in Vietnam.
But everything in the movie, like in the jungle, them getting there, the making of the movie, is some of the best comedy.
For sure. Yes.
You pointed out a few things while watching, because this is your first watch. You pointed out the fact that it was career revival, not only for Robert Downey Jr., but also for Tom Cruise, who I forgot about the Oprah going crazy and him jumping on the couch and all that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But yeah. Also, how this is the perfect 2000s movie, like the late 2000s, early 2010s comedy movie has all the faces you would expect to see. Like a Bill Hader, a Brandon T. Jackson.
Danny
McBride. Has all the faces you expect to see in the movie. Also, the fact that it's a Ben Stiller film, and Ben Stiller was like the king of comedy at this time.
That's true. For sure.
He ran that comedy genre.
He did. I think his run was like a little before. I think Superbad and marked like the new generation of like.
No. I'm saying his run was like the early 2000s.
That's what I mean. I just want to point that out.
The late 2000s where like he reached the mountaintop.
Yes, exactly.
Because I think Superbad came out 09.
Was it 09? Okay.
I think Superbad. Superbad might have been 07, dog.
That would be a crazy.
It was 07.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Superbad came out the same year.
So this was the kind of near the end of Ben Stiller and the beginning of Seth Rogen era. That's the thing. There used to be eras, yo.
Because this came out. This one had a release date. Why is not telling me? Well, obviously it came out. What's today? August.
Today is
Today we're recording this is the 16th anniversary of this movie. So August 13th it came out, and then Superbad came out August 17th.
What? Of the same year?
Same year. Same.
That's the same weekend.
That's the same weekend.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy comedy.
This when comedy movies made money.
Yeah. That's
this one like every studio was rushing to put out their summer.
That's
nowadays the comedy studio. Nowadays studios like we gotta get our blockbuster. Like Borderlands got a movie, right? They're trying to put out a blockbuster. But back in the day, we used to be like, let's put out a summer comedy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's try to affect culture.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's crazy. Those were the same because it feels like the end of one era, the beginning of the other in the same weekend is crazy. That's pretty crazy. Height of Ben Stiller's power. Yeah, this was and obviously he has other iconic roles like Zoolander and shit. Like he has his iconic movies. When was Meet the Fockers? That was also like early 2000s.
I think
right. I know a Meet the Fockers. I think I saw the sequel to Meet the Fockers before I saw the first one.
Yeah, Meet the Fockers was 04.
Yeah, so that was his era, early to mid 2000s.
Zoolander was 01.
Yeah, he had the 2000s. That was him. He was the guy. What a movie. Can we see his discography after this movie? What came out?
Yeah, we can look at it. So I think I'm looking at it right now. By the way, Ben Stiller, one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
Because after this, his run is over, but then he gets into maybe his biggest bag, Not at the Museum.
Oh,
that was a kids comedy.
That's true.
That was 09.
That's a good point.
Megamind he get into.
He did Megamind?
Yes. I
like that movie. I think that's a really underrated movie.
That's him. That's him.
I didn't know he did that. Another kids movie.
That's another kids movie.
Yeah.
And then in 11 he does like I'm getting the band back together. Old nigga John, which is Tower Heist. Got Eddie Murphy in it and all that.
I think I remember that movie. I never saw it, but I think I remember the marketing for that.
And then of course in the 2010s he tried to get the magic back with Zoolander 2 and and Meet the Fockers 2.
Nah, man.
Now he tried. We
that shit didn't work.
But his early 2000s.
Yeah, his 2000s.
Yo, Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Have you seen Dodgeball?
No. I've seen. Actually, you know what's funny? Yeah. I've seen the last like 5 minutes because it was on cable.
Next. Dodgeball's next, man.
We gotta watch.
Dodgeball is a fucking banger.
Okay, all right.
He had an era.
The 2000s.
Dodgeball. I forgot he did Madagascar.
That's his kid movie.
That's his kid movie. That's 05. He was still getting his kid.
Oh
movie.
Wow. Okay.
What else he got? Starsky and Hutch.
I don't even
know. You see Starsky and Hutch?
No.
With him and Owen Wilson?
No.
That's another band.
That don't even sound familiar to me.
Anchorman.
Oh yeah, wait, are you sure he directed these movies?
No. He's in.
This is like the movies that he's in. Okay,
yeah,
I was about to say.
I'm saying he directed these. These are movies he's in.
Okay, gotcha.
Blades of Glory he was in. He had a run, dog. Shout out to Ben Stiller.
Hmm.
But yeah, so this is kind of like the ending of his era, going
Yeah.
into the
Seth Rogen
era, which was the 2010s, and the comedy movies died.
That ever since the Seth Rogen era, even Seth Rogen himself moved on to like superhero shit.
Yeah.
With The Boy, like he produces The Boys and Invincible for Amazon.
Yeah.
Like that. Those are his projects. So yeah,
I think the biggest you said it. You said it during the reaction was like, mean-spirited comedy isn't accepted anymore.
No,
and I think that's the biggest reason for comedy dying, because you got to be a little mean to make good comedies, man.
Unfortunately,
you got to be a little like everybody can't be accepted. Somebody got to get laughed at, and that's the facts of the matter. We gotta laugh at some of you niggas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's why those movies are gone. Nobody, you can't make nobody really the butt of the joke.
No.
Or the people that could, the people that can make it funny aren't making it funny.
No.
Because like Dave Chappelle was trying to do that with trans people.
Yeah.
But the jokes aren't really hit.
No, Dave Chappelle is just a lost 50-year-old man trying to understand trans people. He don't get it. That's a different thing. He just don't understand trans.
Yeah, exactly. But that's something he gets often, that criticism that like
it's funny,
like punching down, meat, like those kind of terms for comedy.
All the comedy movies now, like all the good ones, are like about gay people.
About gay people or on streaming services.
And they suck. They suck.
Yeah, like
there isn't a good comedy on streaming services.
Yeah, you got
the guys from Please Don't Destroy did one for Amazon.
Did you watch
sucked.
It? Yeah.
Sucked ass.
And
I like their stuff.
I've seen their
on SNL.
Yeah, that sucks to hear. John Sinicki, like those are the kind of comedies that are being made right now. You like it. That. But I'm just thinking of like Amazon, because that went straight to Amazon.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It was bad, but it was pretty good at the same time.
I just want to look up.
John Cena is the one of the comedy actors now.
Oh shit! Are we into John Cena era?
That's the thing, we don't have
shit.
Because what happened was we just started putting famous people inside comedy movies.
Yeah,
like Kevin Hart. As much as I love Kevin Hart, he don't make good movies.
Nah.
Like he's the same character and everything.
Yeah.
And then once Hollywood figure out that we can just put Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson and everything, they made 7 of those.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm looking at. I just put comedies out right now, and it's movies that are funny, but it's not really like a comedy. Like Kung Fu Panda's here.
No.
Fucking Anyone But You. That's a romantic comedy. That doesn't really. That's different. The Fall Guy. Did you ever see The Fall Guy?
I did.
What do you think of it?
It was bad.
Yeah. Okay. Was that like funny? Was it trying to be funny?
Yeah. It was what's his name was in it?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good.
Yeah, I'm
it just wasn't funny. It just wasn't funny.
Yeah. Girls Trip. I never saw
that. Was 2016, 2017.
That was I love that people saw that movie. I remember that.
I worked at the movie theaters.
Yeah. You were working at the time?
I worked at the theaters that weekend.
Oh no. Just black women, right?
Oh
just like
God.
Groups of like
aunties.
Yeah, exactly.
Aunties came out and drove.
It's so crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Bullet Train. Let's see, that's an action movie. Like what are
Bullet Train is action.
Glass Onion, that's a mystery. It's funny, but you see what I'm saying? Like
there's no straight up comedies.
No,
like they don't make hangovers anymore. Because to make a hangover, somebody will get punched down on.
Exactly. Yeah, everything else is like, because I think what it is like most things are funny. Mm-hmm. Like just in general, like you kind of have to make your movie or show a little bit funny at least.
Yeah.
Because people have brought up the idea of like how Marvel movies.
I'm about to say Marvel
were large. Yeah, because Marvel movies are very funny.
They're mostly comedy.
They're damn near comedy. Yes, they have like he's right behind me, isn't he? Like that.
They do that.
That's a comedy like trope.
Yeah.
That they do in Marvel movies. So that those kind of like straight. But those aren't comedy movies. They just have comedic elements to them. There isn't. I guess it's one of those things where like, well, why will we make comedy movies when people are laughing?
Is a comedy.
Exactly.
Everything's a comedy.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, this was that was very funny though, and kind of refreshing to be honest. Just seeing like when the director blows up, they don't do that shit no more, yeah.
Nah,
they don't do that shit no more.
Robert Downey Jr. looked in his face and said, "Never go full retard."
They don't do that no more.
They just don't say that. Like that's what that scene to me is so funny today. Like you said, not because like they're trying to be edgy. Like you and I say that we're in attention to we're being edgy comedians.
Yeah.
But they were just saying it just because that was the times. That was just how they talk. Like, and you and I say that where we're saying something that is wrong.
Yes.
Like, people don't like that word.
Mm-hmm.
In 2007, they didn't know. They were just like, nah, niggas be retarded.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I played a retarded guy, you know.
And he said it so many times in succession.
That was wild. He wouldn't stop.
He got like 6 returns per minute. It was nuts. He was just letting it fly.
Yeah, he did.
That's the thing about comedy movies that we just missing not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
I understand why. Like they say, like it's this movie, it couldn't be made today. It's a tirade against the woke left, because you're right. We are way too conscious of each other, which is a good thing. I think it's a net positive for society that we are conscious of each other's feelings and how people react to certain things. But I think the media took a hit for it.
Especially comedies.
Especially comedies took a hit for it.
Yeah, I would agree. And it's gonna hit like crack when like somebody, because eventually somebody will make like a pure comedy. I think eventually there will be one that was like, oh shit. I think eventually, I don't know when.
Yeah.
Because it's been a long time now since we have one of those. But it's gonna be one that's like, yo, can you believe that, they said everything in this
just
movie?
Toilet humor comedies.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll see it back, and I think it'll people will realize what they've been missing. I don't think people know. The general public I don't think knows what they're missing with comedies.
No.
Until you show them like a good one.
Yeah.
Or at least somebody takes a risk and actually markets. Because there have been comedy movies that they kind of don't work. Like, do you remember the Jennifer Lawrence one? There was
16 when she was trying to fuck the kid.
Yeah, like that one. I remember one about like 4 Asian women that was supposed to be really raunchy. Like, these kind of movies are still coming out, but I don't think none are like, yo, you gotta see this, bro.
No.
Like, there's no word of mouth.
No.
I don't think there's any that's what needs to come back. It needs to be, you go to see it, you wanted like 10 people that go to see it, you're like, yo, you have to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. There's no comedies like that anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, but
great movie, great time watching.
Great time. Listen, I got what I came here for. Listen, when you're watching a comedy, all I care about is laughing, and I laughed a lot.
Robert Downey Jr.
He was cooking, man. You should have got the Oscar.
Yeah, that's this.
It is so funny. It is
all time great role.
It's such a funny thing that he was kind of like, him getting an Oscar after all this is still the funniest thing ever. Like, after this movie, him getting an Oscar is crazy.
Yo, his filmography is crazy. It's like 12 superhero movies. Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. That's insane. And then Doom. Right afterwards. Also, after Endgame, he did Dr. Dolittle.
I forgot he did that. No,
it was not Dolittle. The other fucking animal.
No, he did. No, he did what's the nigga that be a detective? He did that. He did that in the middle of Iron Man. What's Watson?
Oh, Sherlock.
He did Sherlock.
He did do Sherlock, but I'm talking about, he did a movie where he talks to animals after Endgame. That was his first big, like, yo, what is Robert Downey Jr. gonna do next? And then he did this movie. I gotta find it.
You talking about? I'm not seeing it here. No, it's called Doolittle.
Yeah, that's what that. Yeah,
he did Doolittle.
It's a comedy about. It's a family comedy where he talks to animals.
Yo, he did 3 Sherlock Holmeses.
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah.
I didn't know.
In the middle, and nobody. Well, I think those movies did make money, but I don't think people talked about those movies.
Yeah.
But that was because that was in the middle of like the peak of Marvel.
Yeah, he sound because the first one came out in 2009. The first Sherlock came out in 2009. Iron Man came out in 2008. He just had 2 different series running.
He just threw he played Sherlock, he played a black man, he played a superhero.
He was throwing shit at the wall.
He was just throwing shit at the wall.
In 2007, he was in Zodiac.
Oh, that was a good, that was a prestige movie. Because it was about catching the Zodiac killer. He was one of the detectives. A lot of detectives.
Yeah, he be throwing shit at. He was throwing that shit at the wall when he was trying to come back from being on them drugs.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Great, listen.
Yeah, great time, great movie.
Let us know in the comments if you have any more recommendations for any more comedy movies that you should watch.
That's right.
I love comedy movies, and Ford does too. Let us know in the comments. If you want our full commentary tracks to this, movie is available on our Patreon, patreon.com/pottymouth. Go over there right now. Scroll for $2 to get all of our commentary tracks. We got The Boys. We have Invincible.
We have other movies, Planet of the Apes movies.
Planet of the Apes.
Rise and Dawn.
We
have Gen V. We have 4 episodes of Loki, I think.
4 episodes of Loki. We did all of Percy Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Yo, I forget that. That shit was popping for us too on this channel.
Yo, that shit
went crazy.
That shit worked. Nobody else was touching it.
No.
It was just us for a minute.
Yeah. A lot of commentary tracks.
A lot of commentary tracks over there. So go support that. All right. Bye.